golden calf is really an interesting object, and trying to figure it out is not altogether clear. And if we ask, is it another god, we'd have to notice that in the passage, Aaron declares a feast to Yahweh, to the Lord. Well, why would he do that if the golden calf were another god? So we have to look carefully at what's going on in ancient religions at this time to try to understand the golden calf. Notice that when they suggest making something like this, it's because Moses has been gone. It's not because they think God is not available or that they don't like God. They're still talking about the God who brought them out of Egypt. And rather, the calf is somehow supposed to replace Moses, who is gone. Moses has been the one who's given them connections to God. And they're missing him. He's been gone and they think he's not coming back. So the golden calf is constructed. Now, in ancient Egypt and in ancient Canaan, both where they've come from and where they're going to, the animals themselves were not typically worshipped. We have a lot of animals in both religions, but they are associated with gods rather than being gods themselves. They are associated with gods in a couple of different ways. They can be the emblem animals. And by emblem animal, what I mean is that they shared the attributes of the deity. So a deity would have an emblem animal that shared attributes with him. And so they chose animals that had remarkable attributes because those were connected with the deity. Sometimes those emblem animals would also be represented as pedestals on which the god was standing. And we see this throughout the ancient world at this time. And so this idea that in making the calf, they weren't making another god, they were rather making an emblem animal for Yahweh. In that way, the emblem animal became sort of a representative, a medium of communication, just as Moses had been. And in that sense, when they worship the calf, they're not worshiping the animal. They're worshiping the god who is associated with that calf. Sometimes the calf was used as a substitute for the deity in the way that deity was pictured. Other times, they would imagine an invisible deity perched on the back of the animal. And that's probably the role that the golden calf was serving here. An emblem animal, perhaps as a pedestal, but it was Yahweh who was being worshipped, not the animal itself. Still then, God was displeased because this is a use of imagery and images in worship. It's not a violation then of commandment number 1. It's a violation of commandment number 2. And so God held the people responsible and punished them.